They'll go play action with Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A second down throw for Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down. They'll look to throw again. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's second and 2. Throwing here is Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is third and long. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And now it's third and goal. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
And he's in. Touchdown, Lions. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 12. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. He's got room to the 45. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Dak to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. On the play fake, Dak. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Goff to throw on 1st down. It is caught left side by St. Brown. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Goff. On target to Laporta. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Again, working deep downfield. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that...
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now a return coming. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And this was as good as it gets, all three phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory.
I've been shooting from a cannon. mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a mule. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a mule. 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 All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Right to the air, here's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that'll keep the drive going. He's got the first down, up past the 40-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
First down, Lions.
From the gun, it's Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Paris Leofau there on the stop. On second down, Goff. That one incomplete.
Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide-angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Detroit.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
On the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Back to throw is Prescott. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboy.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
Handoff here, up the middle, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Yeah, here we go. I think. What do you think?
Right back to him on first down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Yeah, here we go. I take. What do you think? What do you think?
Up the middle they go. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, here we go. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Now Dowdle. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, 47. What do you think?
Now Prescott. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Super one. Hey, kill. Stop.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Goff to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
What? Whoa. That.
Goff to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now, Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. A run here with Gibbs. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Lions 1st down. Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. The Lions call their first timeout. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jared Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Yeah, here we go.
On play action, here's Dak. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep this one on the ground. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Lets it go downfield for Ferguson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the play and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick.
Super.
On first down, it's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. A return coming from the 14. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, take.
Here's a carry for Dowdle. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
On play action, Goff under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
A second down throw for Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. On third down, they go with Gibbs. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on third down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, this time at their own 8-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll work this out to the 23. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
47.
That is Ferguson in motion. On fourth down, they snap it to Dak. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Now a return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Yeah! Here we go!
Dak going to throw it here on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll turn and hand this one off. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and long.
Yeah!
Prescott. That one downfield for Cooks. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that'll set up 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Hold on. Check.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
Hey, 76!
From the gun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on third down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Here's first and 10.
Yeah!
Throwing is Prescott. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing again, Prescott on second and 10. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch. And the Lions are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On first and 10, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Throwing, Goff. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
Yeah!
Cooks going in motion.
What do you think?
Prescott on first down. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah! There we go! Like it! What do you think?
Now Prescott. A throw on the move is caught. Here's a second and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And he'll be taken down. Now, first and goal. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's Prescott. That is caught by the tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
All right, so the Cowboys set to go for two.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Keeps the score Lions 14, Cowboys 9. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
What? What's that?
Goff to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
What? DC. Stop.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
That's taken in. And he's going to have the Lions first down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 on 4th and 5. Here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now, Goff. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Black. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.
Mike, on the list of worst possible outcomes for this drive, that is certainly at the top. With this much time left, all you're looking to do is, 1, maintain possession of the ball, and number 2, run off as much clock as possible. Then disaster strikes. Not only do you turn the ball over, you let them take it back for 6, and now you find yourself coming back onto the field here in a minute, trailing with very little time left. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Cut! Hey, let's roll! Hey, Shell!
Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
Here we go!
They'll begin here on the ground. The Lions called their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go! I take 26.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, here we go!
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, maybe he's counting a little bit, Mike, on this defense being in pass mode, and maybe you can catch him off guard with the run call. In this case, the defense was ready for all of it. They hold them to no gain. They're going to have to bring out the punt team.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st down.
Cut! Hey, let's go! Go ground! Cut!
Here we go. One final play. He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Donovan Wilson. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.